Hi, my name is Jeremy Peck. Today I'm going to be presenting on psychologist Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of human needs model. This model is most often depicted as a pyramid, which I have here, and it was created in 1943 to understand what motivated people, and through which process did people make or base most of their decisions off of. And the model can be found on page 41 of our 3rd edition Exploring Management textbook in figure 2.2. The original hierarchy displayed here has 5 different stages: physiological, safety, love and belonging, esteem, and self-actualization. It's been categorized into a high order and a low order, and in order to get to this high order we need to success or complete all of these low orders in tandem. And the progression principle explained by Maslow helps us understand how this model works, and it states that the next level of need on the model will be activated once the previous one has been met. The first stage here, physiological, is the fundamental needs to life, and these are our most basic needs that have to be met if we wish to exist. They can include water, food, shelter, and even warmth. And next, after we've met these initial needs, we have safety, and that's just some sort of stability or protection in our life, and it could be both monetary or non-monetary. And once we have this level of safety in our life, some sort of sustainability, our life becomes a little bit more predictable. We have expected paychecks, or we have expected requirements, or things that are going to happen for us. And from this stems the ability to create these sorts of relationships. And with these newfound relationships, we find that we're dependent on people, and people are also dependent on us, and which keeps us accountable, meaning that we have to report to somebody for some sort of thing. And from these various relationships, we were able to seek some sort of achievement from the love and belonging, which aids to our esteem, by having some sort of success or respect that's earned through the relationship, or maybe even some sort of domination. We're able to gauge how these relationships are doing, and we can build off of that. And I mean, if they've been successful, that definitely aids in your self-esteem and even turns into self-confidence after a while. And with this self-confidence comes the ability to hold yourself to your own goals. Reaching self-actualization at the top of the pyramid is realizing what you're capable of, who you are, and what your calling is in life. With regards to management, this model can be very effective when trying to understand employees' motivations, what their needs are, and who they are as a person, so you can address it, you can adjust, and you can better the company as a whole. And this comes really crucial towards employee turnover and retention rates, which have been a huge problem for many corporations. You don't want to train somebody in on something and have them leave your company because their needs aren't being satisfied. So if you pay close enough attention to this model, you can assess that and you can change to make sure that you retain these people. And as someone in the managerial position, it is your duty to assist someone traveling up this Maslow pyramid with the thought of creating human capital for the individual and also your company. And in doing so, you hope that the employee or individual feels the need to continue at your company because of this sense of belonging or the esteem that they gain from it, along with the safety that comes along. By giving them the job in the first place, you're allowing them to meet this physiological need, and maybe putting them on a set schedule gives them the feeling of job security and a stability that they wouldn't have otherwise. And with this stability, that gives them the chance to grow socially within the company and become dependent on certain people for tasks or responsibilities, and also reporting back to people, which gives them that accountability. And by having this, it enables workers to work towards success, and it also gives them the chance to have acknowledgement of their achievements from the very co-workers and managers they've built these relationships with in the love and belonging section. And after that, it turns them into a more self-confident employee. And when your employee is confident and comfortable at their job, they begin to feel prideful in what they're doing. And they can begin to hold themselves to a higher standard. Maybe they're doing more than they're being asked for. And it's really just from self-actualization. They realize they have this potential and they're seeking to exploit it. And although this is a great pyramid, sometimes there are external factors, such as maybe a mode of transportation no longer being available, possibly being removed from a position or being rejected from an opportunity, and maybe even like a family member passing away. And all of these external factors can stagnate the mobility through this hierarchy. And it's still continually important, though, regardless of these factors, to understand where you are and where your employees are on this model and what you can do to continually grow your human capital and develop as a company in a whole.